Hi guys, today we are going to be making a fall painting and using our hand to make a turkey as well as adding other fall elements in it. You will use primary and secondary colors to do this, so we will learn today what those are. You will mix together colors to make secondary colors, and you will use at least 2 of those colors in your painting. Alright guys, so it's around Thanksgiving time, so we're going to be making a hand turkey and also add in other aspects of fall. You guys will be taught primary and secondary colors, and you'll be using other brushes today to create your other fall items. Alright, today we're going to be using all of these items. We're going to be using the paper to put the painting on. We're going to be using all 5 of these paints so we can create secondary colors and use primary colors. We'll be using the paint brushes for the other aspects of fall, like I will be using it for my leaf and for my pumpkin. And then we also have the paper plate for the paints, we have the water, and we have the napkin or paper towel to wipe off the paintbrushes. Okay, the activity procedures that we will be doing, we'll first start out with all the materials in the middle of the desk, so each student can come in and they have all the materials there and they don't have to go get stuff. Then I'll begin the activity explaining what the difference between primary and secondary colors are. So I'll start out by saying, well, there is red, yellow, and blue for primary colors, and then you can make green with a secondary color, or orange and purple, and those can all be secondary colors. I'll explain the activity. So I'll start saying we'll be creating a hand turkey for Thanksgiving. We'll make the feathers in the body of the turkey by painting our hand. We will then paint the legs with a paintbrush, the gobbler, and the eyes. And then the students will draw in pencil the other aspects of fall they want to put in there. For me, I'm putting in another pumpkin and I'm putting in a leaf. So I'll draw that in pencil first, and then we will paint it. Then we'll begin the activity, and I'll help the students when they need help, if they need help painting their hands, or also have other students help them if they know exactly what to do. And then when they're done with their activity, I will put the art projects to dry, and then we'll clean up. Students will help their peers paint the one hand if they need help. They will also need to wash their hands after the first step, so they'll have to raise their hand to go wash their hands so it's not chaos with everybody washing their hands. They'll also have to clean up the tables after everything's done because there will be paint on there. I will also expect the students that get done early to help clean up with everything else. They will need to clean up their area as well as help other students, so then if we're running late in the class, then it's not everybody rushing to clean up. For the evaluation, I will evaluate if the student is using 2 secondary colors as well as adding another fall element into the painting. They will also be expected to stay on task, which is a big thing that they need to do. The extension variation could be science, because I'm teaching about a turkey. I can say where it lives, I can say the environment is in, or it comes from, and if the students add a leaf like I am, I could say how it changes colors in the fall and why that is and how that's a whole science thing. And then they could do research about where turkeys live and just learn more about that. Good morning guys. Today we are going to be creating a hand turkey. So I have all of the paints out on the plate that I need. I have the yellow and blue going together so we can learn how we create a secondary color with those 2. And I have the red and yellow together to do the same thing. So to create a secondary color and a primary color is already a color that is set in stone. So that would be your red, your blue, and your yellow. So as you can see, I don't have any other colors because these colors are just the primary colors. So to make a secondary color, you will have to mix the red and the yellow together. So this will make an orange color by adding those 2 together. And that's how you would get orange. The next secondary color that we would make is green. And that will be the blue and the yellow together. And that will create the green. All right, so now we're gonna go in with painting our hand. So you're gonna want to take the biggest paintbrush to paint your hand, and you're gonna paint the palm of your hand brown. And the thumb. And then you're gonna wanna go in with the orange that you created, and you're gonna go on your pinky and your first finger. You're then gonna go in with the yellow and paint your middle finger, and then you'll go in with the red and paint the last finger. If you guys need any help, just let me know. So then you're gonna take that and you're gonna create the turkey and put it on your page. All right, after you're done painting your hand and putting it on the paper, it should look like this. You're also going to need to clean your paintbrushes off. So you're gonna have to put them in your water to clean them. Okay, next we're gonna go in with the black to create the legs of the turkey. The gobbler of the turkey is actually going to be orange, but we'll go in with that too. And then you're gonna create an eyeball. So to create the legs, you're just gonna do 2 lines at the bottom of the hand, and then you're gonna come in and do 3 little feet, and I'll show you here in a second. And that's how the legs of the turkey will look. And then you're gonna go in and create just a little eyeball and mouth of the turkey, just like that. And then I'm going to go in and create the little gobbler with the orange. And that is going to just be a little line at the bottom of the chin, just like that. And that's what the turkey will look like. Okay, so now you're gonna have to use the pencil to draw in other parts that involve fall. So I'm going to create a pumpkin in there because I still think it's fall-y, even though it's kind of past Halloween. And I'm also gonna draw a leaf in there. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in drawing my leaf, and I'm gonna do that in my top right corner of my paper. And if you guys have any questions about how to draw a leaf, if that's what you want to draw, just let me know and I'll explain it to you later. So there's what my leaf looks like when I draw it with a pencil. I just added the stem and then the leaves and then little veins of the leaf. And then I'm gonna go in with my pumpkin. In this one you might have to do a little bit of erasing on, but that's okay. And I can also explain how to do this if that's what you also want to add in there too. So there's what my pumpkin will look like. It'll look a little better once I paint it. Okay, so now I'm going to paint my leaf. I am going to add a little bit of green in it so it looks like it's kind of not all the way changed color yet. So I'm gonna start out with some green. bottom of it. And then I'm just gonna have it kind of go down. And if it covers up the pencil lines, that's okay, because you're gonna go over that later after you're done painting it. So I'm gonna kind of have it go in like that. And then I'm gonna go in with another paintbrush, and I am going to take the orange and add orange into there, and you can kind of overlap it so it looks like it's changing a little better. Then to make it even more colorful, I am going to add red in there as well. And also, if you guys need any help with any of what you're doing, you can just let me know and I'll come around and help you. So your leaf might not look perfectly like an actual leaf, but you can see how the colors change. So you could talk about how colors change in the fall and all of that. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the stem of the leaf. So if you guys are doing this, this is what you will do next. You're gonna go in with the black and you're gonna go up through the middle like that, and it might fade, so you might have to go over it a couple times. And then you're gonna go into the sides and add veins throughout, so just off the middle stem, just kind of like that, and that's what your leaf will look like. All right, now I'm gonna go in with painting the pumpkin. So if you guys are painting a pumpkin, this is what you guys will do. You'll go in with the orange first and just paint the whole body of the pumpkin. You'll keep the stem the same color, or the white color, so you won't paint that orange. So while that orange is drying before we go in with the black, I'm going to go in with the brown on the stem. And the green for the vines on the outside. Like that. And now the orange should be pretty dry. So I'm going to go in with the black. And that's what your pumpkin will look like. Okay, so this is what your final project should look like, or similar to it. Since I used a leaf and a pumpkin, you guys could have added one of those, both of those, or something else, more like fall. I went in and you can see that I used my primary and my secondary colors. So the primary colors were the red in there and the yellow. And then the two secondary colors that I used were the orange that I created from the red and the yellow, and the green that we created from blue and yellow. And that's what the painting should look like. So now I'm going to come around and make sure that you guys use two secondary colors as well as your primary color, and I'll make sure that you guys add in a fall aspect. I hope you guys had fun with this painting and have a great Thanksgiving.